So we're episode 14, mate. Top 10 watch. We're going to kick off with this week, and we're going to talk about the ladies bi-monthly leaderboard. I'm not surprised you're going to bring that one up, and I am not surprised to see that we have the two top ones are in the ladies comp, mate, and the third one is in the mixed comp, Elatino. So we got Naya on 1, Courtney on 2, and Ella on 3. Now Courtney's pretty consistent every single time she plays. Naya, she's starting to become the chaser, as we know. She's starting to turn up at a few events, asking if there's any spare spots. So she's chasing the money, I think, and mate, she's got 3 pretty good scores there to kick her off.
Yeah, well, I mean, you look at it, mate. There's only 5 points between them, right? So there's nothing in it. So if either of these two, Naya or Courtney, are playing in any of these events that are coming up prior to the bi-monthly prize, coming up for August, well, 5 points, not much. Especially when you're looking at their lower scores there, their 4 and 5s. I mean, Naya's probably up there, doing pretty well with 640, but that 440's, not that big, and neither's the 490 for Courtney, even though she's still sitting in, one of the top ratings there for that fifth best game. But I think it'll be a bit of a chase between them. But again, don't phase out the other crew like the Ellas of the world and the Keone Cutmores and the people that are sort of in that top 10. There's points in there without a doubt for sure. I mean, yeah, Naya's got the top 3, and then obviously Courtney's in the top 4 there with 4 seconds. Here's a fact for you, right? So we've got Harmony McLeod sitting at 18th. She owns the highest score at 865.
Right.
And then you've got Tanea Robson, who's sitting in 13th overall. She's got 790, but Kayla Reynolds is in 44th overall, and she's got 815 as her highest score. And she's 3rd overall for the highest score there. So there are players out there that are not showing this top 10 that can strike at any time. So they've got points in them. So that's something to take note. So whilst the girls here that are in the top 10 are doing really well, there is players that are lurking, in the right up until the top 50 that can score points. So it's a wide, in my eyes, we might look at 1 and 2 here, but again, there's plenty out there that have got strike. That have got strike in them. They just probably aren't putting it together, for more games than what they should. So that's something to consider, moving forward.
Mate, do you think a lot of that, and also that has a lot to do with the team they're playing in, how they're going in that division on that day, if they're winning, if they're losing? Do you think that's got a bit to do with it?
Oh, I think it's all got to do with the party. I mean, without a doubt, mate. I mean, like the reason why the players we're looking at are at the top is because they've got the ball in hand more often than most, right? But again, they are leaving. There's a lot of points being left on the table because the Nayas of the world, the Courtneys, the Ellas, whilst they're scoring a lot of points, they're also making a lot of half breaks as well that are not leading to tries. What the other girls or the girls in a lot of these teams are leaving, they're just not pushing up with every play, looking for the support play. So there should be a lot of more tries being scored, but we're waiting for the next play. So there is so many more points on the table for if some of these players are pushing up, on the ball a lot more. So learn who's in your team, follow the ones that are strike players because they won't score every time, but they might make a half break.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. If I'm that type of player that I may not have the speed to go all the way for a try, to start off myself or be able to create it for myself, but I can trail play, and throw back to the old Terry Lamb, mate, from your, back in your day, back in the Dogs, you know what I mean? I mean, he was a master at it, for those that remember him, hey, go and Google it if you don't, but go and check out what he did. Whilst he was good with the ball, he couldn't go all the way, but he was a master at support play.
Yeah, he turned up at the right time all the time.
Yeah, he did, mate. And it's a lot of the fullbacks in rugby league at the moment. They're doing the same. Whilst they're not might necessarily making the breaks, they're finishing them off or whatever. So just for those players that are playing outside links, wingers, or even those inside, just trail these strike players because you will be able to get points.
Yeah, mate, and we talk about the play and some of the girls in the mix, and you're saying leaving points on the table, and we're leaving points on the table because we have boys dominating mixed. We have boys not using the girls, or the girls not support playing them enough. There's a lot of points for the girls out there, but they're just not capitalising, and they're leaving them on the table, like you said.
Yeah, mate, and we'll cover that in the hot tip, right? So, I mean, we'll come
Yeah.
back to that for sure, but that's definitely what's happening there. But I mean, let's go back to this top 10. I mean, you've got Kataya Jackson there in the mixed as well. She's not far away. She's got top of, 3 of the top results there. She just needs to improve those higher ones, the top 2, and she'll be in there. And she's a mixed player,
Mm.
so they've got the points there. They've got some really good scores, and they're just not far away at all. What I find interesting here, I mean, there's 75 points, between third through fifth there too, mate. So there's going to be interesting to see Kiani Kantaya just chasing Ella there. For that sort of, there's only the 75 points, separates them, so there's not much there. But even when you go down the leaderboard, there's still not much there for third place either. So
Mate,
with a few weeks to go, we've got something left in there for sure.
well, have a look at Capri. I'm 700 and 640, and then she's got two real low ones.
Yeah.
Mate, if she was to be consistent with that 700, 640, she's a lot higher up. She's probably breaks into that third spot,
Mate,
even
she does.
fourth.
Yeah, even fourth.
I mean, second, sorry, even into second there. She's
Yeah,
fighting for first there. If she got that 700, maybe and 640, and she was consistent along that way, she's leading.
yep, yep, for sure. And look, Party, look at even through 8th through 10th, there's not much. There's only a 30-point break there as well between 8th and 10th. But if we look down the ladder even more, like we just mentioned, some of those other players like Harmony and Tanea and Kayla, I mean, they've got points in them. So if you're in the top 10 at the moment, I'd be worried because there's
Yeah,
plenty of players out there that are sneaking up that have got points in them that might just nudge you out of top 10, based on this for sure.
yeah. Well, it's a good top 10 there, mate. It's interesting it's as you say, it's interesting to see all those different points. You can see that they've got points in them, but in a couple of games have let them down. So it's going to be jammed up if they all got the same points throughout the 5.
Yeah. Yeah, stay tuned. I mean, we'll cover it again a couple of weeks' time when the winners are announced and the dollars are given out. But, right now it's an open race. And I mean, whilst it looks, pretty solid there for Naya and Courtney at the top there is plenty of points on offer here, that players can pick up in these next few weeks. So if I'm looking at my week scores here, what do I need to do? And can I get in there? And the answer's yes for a lot of them. Because, I mean, you think, Naya does not have the top. She is only 7th overall for the highest score. There is
Yeah,
plenty of other girls out there that are not on this leaderboard or showing in the top 10 that could knock the top 2 off their perch if they just put a couple more good games together.
yeah, yeah. Consistency is sort of the key, I think, massively for when it comes to these leaderboards.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
like I said, there's definitely points on the table, but interesting to see. Let's cover this again. I'll be definitely interested to see what this comes up in the next couple of weeks when we do the washout in a couple of weeks' time, mate. When the winner is announced. So let's stay tuned. Plenty of events between now and the end of the month to take a look at. So stay tuned.
I did hear one of the girls on that leaderboard talking about looking to go to other tournaments very quickly because she said that there's a couple of points there that she needs to improve on. So they're all over it. Don't worry, they're following it. I know they.
They're following it. Why wouldn't you?
Good
Yeah,
on.
why wouldn't you? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So, mate, let's roll into our cap watch for this week, mate. So we had a look. We're having a look at a team from the Ville from last Friday night, which is called Wrong Tag. They finished 3rd place overall. Again, bio's a pass. I know it's clever, but I still need a little bit more from them. Can you read that, mate? Because I can't read that. But
yeah, we're a mixed team with mixed skill levels. Yep. We're a mixed team with mixed skill levels. So yeah, not bad. I mean, it's okay.
I'm looking for
let's
more, Parky.
let's.
I'm looking for more.
I'm with you. You've got me on the train, mate. You've got me on the bio train. I didn't think much of it before, but you've got me on the train, mate.
Personality, mate, tells you about the team. So, mate,
I'm
these
with.
guys.
And look, if you're looking at their shirt here, like I mean, their logo's a shirt. Their logo's a shirt number.
Yeah, I know. It
I'm
doesn't
not.
say
It's
a
not.
lot, does it?
I know we're on cap. I know we're on cap watch, but come on.
Yeah, I know. There's a fair bit here that they need to look at. But, mate, in this Challenger Series up at Townsville last Friday, they lost 4 out of 5 games. Their first game, one of the lowest scores I think I've seen in Challenger, 10-7, and they lost it. So I don't know what was going on in that game. Mate, they only got 2 X-Challengers in order out of 5 games. That doesn't help you because you really need your X-Challengers. Mate, and out of the top 11 players in their division, they had 5 of them when it comes to salary, I mean, out of the top 11 players from the division, 5 of their players were in that top 11 and they finished third. So that's sort of not
Well,
making sense to me, mate. They're now
well,
80,000,
so
so
what?
they're over the cap. They got three $10,000 male players and they still lost.
Yeah. What it's showing you, mate, is they're not understanding. Well, it appears by that 10-7 score, they're not understanding, or they can't get the X challenge. It's not as though they can't score points. They just maybe not understanding, or they've lost the X challenge for whatever reason. So that's why, again, if you're not getting those X challenges, that's probably why they finished third. The other teams that are above them are obviously, getting those X challenges. So you can't afford to not get them, because if you don't, you will be in third and fourth.
100% you will. Yeah. And as I say, mate, they got the three $10,000 players. I think have they got one female at 8,000? I think that's correct.
Yeah, Madison
That's,
Elliott. Madison Elliott.
yeah,
Yeah, Madison's done a great job there. So good job, Madison Elliott. And she's obviously, I think Madison's the best one. Then you got Haley Nolan on 6,000,
yep.
which is good, and then Emerson Fortini on 6,000 as well. So they're not far away, mate. I mean, it just means the boys. Come on, boys, and we'll get to this in the hot tip shortly. They need to be doing need to be doing a little bit more work there. But look, mate. I think how are these guys going to get down? Well, straight away you could just remove a $10,000 player, and just bring in a $4,000, or leave that that 12th spot available. That'll get them back down to the cap, nice and easy. The question is, mate. The question is, who do you replace?
Yeah. Oh, well, look, I think, you're
Is
going
it
to have
going to
to
be
take a
because
$10,000 player out.
obviously they've got to drop a
Two.
what's that?
You're only allowed two $10,000 players anyway, aren't they?
Yeah, so two guys. That's why I'm
Yeah, that's
saying
right.
they've got three here. So who are we going to drop out of these three guys?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a decision for them, mate. They're going to have to get rid of
Well,
one.
let's make a decision for them. Who are you going to drop?
Well, I'd need to have a look at their stats, mate, each player, and see where their strengths are, and see if they
Okay,
balance out. Because we
so
do
Nate,
those stats are good, mate. They're a good way to see how the players play.
so Nate finished lower on the ladder. So if you're going on points alone, Nate Guazzo is probably going to be out the door.
Okay.
So Kynan and Curtis. So Curtis finished on top, and then Kynan wasn't too far behind. But yeah, I think it's going to have to be. If I was doing this, Nate Guazzo, unless Nate runs the team, it might be out the back door.
Yeah, yeah. So if you
Uh-huh.
lose the 10,000, you go to 70, and then you could bring in a $6,000 player. If you had one around from another team, that's a
Correct.
possibility too.
That's correct. That's what you'd be looking at as well. That's probably going to be your strongest option,
Yeah,
or you're bringing another solid player who's 4,000, who's of quality, that can get you under the cap as well. So they've got options here. I mean,
yeah,
look, I'm probably not dropping Curtis. I mean, Curtis finished strongly, played a really good game 4 and 5 there, and sort of gathered up 450 and 525 points. So he finished strongly, but I think Curtis and Kynan might be safe. Sorry, Nate, but you're probably going to have to leave, mate. It's time to go, Nate.
yeah. Major tough and ruthless calls that have to be made, mate. But yeah, and that's a good thing, because it keeps everyone in check, and we try and have even teams. So, and after everyone's played
Yeah,
one or two challenger series, it will start to get harder. So, mate, this week we're going to go on to the hot tip. Hot tip
absolutely.
for this week. All right. So, and this is what we were alluding to before. Boys, use the girls in mixed, or you might not have a team. And results don't lie, mate. I'm just sort of going to compare that to, let's compare it quickly to your rep series, social series. Good teams that win championships and good teams that win social series grand finals usually are the ones who use their girls well and have good girl players that get involved and get on the ball.
Yeah, and I think some of these lads are missing the point with what's trying to be achieved here. Whilst they're getting points for themselves, they're going to have to go and play men's very soon, because the girls aren't going to want to play with them, right?
Correct.
So, so we saw
Yeah.
that happen on one of the events here in the weekend, last weekend, where the boys were just going for the points, and just going, well, and there was one in particular, but dude, he probably won't have a team real soon. right?
Yeah.
Probably won't ever. And there's a few of them that are in some of the mixed teams, not just a challenger, but definitely, as you said, in reps and also at social series that go, boys, if you want to play mixed, get the girls involved. But look, also, girls, don't stand back. Be dominant.
No.
You need to be more dominant as well. But we could we could bang on this for a whole podcast, mate. But
Yeah, it is.
hey, boys, be smart in how you play, because remember, you could get shafted out of these teams real quick if you're not using everyone in your team. And the good teams are the ones that are dominating, right?
Yeah,
That
they
are using the ball and their girls are getting high points. Everyone's happy. Whereas some of these other ones where the boys are trying to dominate too much, see ya. You're gonna get
Yeah.
left out. It's easy to leave you out of a side, and then you get a bad. And then what they don't understand, some of the lads, is they're gonna get a bad rap, and no one's gonna want you in their team.
Yeah.
So, see ya.
Yeah. You can't just you can't just go looking for players and the girls for players just so that you can take up a $4,000 spot.
No,
That's not what it's about. And
no.
you're gonna run out of people. So
Yeah,
you got to work out better ways to use them. And if you did, you stop having the three $10,000 male players. That
yep,
stops straight away.
yep.
You know what I mean? So you might have one or two. I know I was speaking to someone the other day, and they said, no, I was sort of putting a team together, and they said to me, can you have two girl $10,000 players and one boy $10,000 player? And I went, now we're thinking. Yes, you can. He goes, yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
So that's the opposite way to think, because most people are going, two boys will definitely be dominant and we'll try and get one $10,000 girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think the other way. Think the other way.
Yep. Totally.
All right, so that's the hot tip for this week, mate. Now, team review. It's my turn. My turn.
Well, what do you got for me, dude?
All right. So I went searching. It didn't take me long to find, because I saw the logo. They haven't played yet. Number one, the team that I'm doing is the Flaming Flamingos. Please tell me you have that logo ready to come up. You don't,
I really
mate.
don't, mate. I really don't. But let me see what I can do for you.
All right. So the Flaming Flamingos, I like their logo. It's very cool. It's very Gold Coast, may I say.
Is that like
They
the Pink Flamingo? Wasn't
yeah,
that a hotel motel down at Goldie there? Pink
correct.
Flamingo.
Yep. They rebuilt a new building and actually kept the bottom the same. So
There you go.
to keep the tradition of the old Pink Flamingo Hotel, which was very popular in its day. When I was looking at this team, mate, I have a feeling that a few players have had to not play due to, I think, some rugby league finals, rugby union finals, etc. So there's been a couple of big name players not playing, but I believe the team's pretty well balanced. And the fact is that those players aren't playing. They could always be the 13th and 14th player at the moment, and they might be able to use them in another series down the track, which is going to help. I think they've got a couple of current and past Aussie players in the team. They've got some younger players that usually play men's or ladies, so they haven't played mixed before. What else have they got? Their bio needs work. It's disgraceful, and I did have a word to them about it. So that's that's the logo there. Very good logo.
I mean, I love the logo, mate, but geez, I'm seeing some massive bias here from you, family bias. I mean,
Yeah,
Corey
it
Pye,
is.
that's your son, right? I mean,
Yeah,
please, geez, you've done some research. I mean, you keep telling me about the research you did. That was some quality research you've done there. Jesus.
mate. It was. I was actually watching him, mate. I was sitting on the lounge watching. And I saw him. I saw the logo pop up, and I went, "What's that?" And he said, "That's the logo for us." I went, "I like that."
What? Hang on. What about this
Just
team? I mean, I love just quietly. I love the logo.
yeah, I was just about to
I
say,
love the logos.
have a look at this team
Oh,
at $56,000. Holy.
please, lucky it's a Div 1 comp. Jesus.
Yeah, yeah,
There's some
yeah, but
quality in there.
mate, I've seen a couple of teams
Uh,
in this comp in the other side, mate. I don't know how they're under the salary cap either, but let me tell you, they've also. I think you've got the female MVP from mixed at Tri Series in that team too. Uh, there's some names there, but Who knows, mate? They may balance it out. You know what? You know how Corey's mind works. It's very mathematical. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what I'm picking up here, mate. What a horrendous buyout.
I told you that it's absolute. It's terrible. Hashtag up the what is it? Up the Mingo.
Up the mink. Yeah, I mean that's funny. I mean that's funny.
That's
But
funny, but I
I mean,
need an extension.
that's funny. Yeah, I need more, please. I need more, please.
I was talking to a couple of people last night about it, and they said, "Yeah, but you saying the bio's personality?" And I said, "Yeah," and they said, "Well, that's boring." And who's running the team? And I went, "Oh yeah, yeah, Corey." So that works. That's the
uh,
personality of the team.
uh, that's funny. Well, let's see how they go, mate. I mean, they look quality, but yeah,
Well, what do you do there, Parky? You're playing in a Div One. You're going to have quality, mate. You know what I mean? If you're going to compete, you're going to have
yeah,
to have. You're going to have
yeah,
to.
yeah,
But how do you
yeah. No, they've
balance
done well.
it is going to be very difficult.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out. We'll see what the wash up is. They're playing in the Burley comp.
They're playing at the Burley one,
Fri-
mate, but mate,
Friday Night Lights, I think it is. Yeah.
Friday Night Lights. But mate, have a look at some of those other teams that are in that, and you can't tell me, mate. I think there's probably, I think Dylan's side. Go and have a look at that one, mate. Oh my goodness, there's some big names in that one too. So, and he shuffled a lot out
Yeah.
and a lot
Okay.
in, and the
Right.
ones
Right.
that
I'll
he
look forward
shuffled
to it.
in haven't. Some of them haven't played before, mate. So they're $4,000 players, and they're going to dominate the ball. I know
I
that.
love it.
So it's going to be a good
I
event.
love it. Well, I'll be at that event.
Thumbs up. Yeah,
You go and check out the Flaming Flamingos and see how they go. I'll
yeah.
heckle them from the sideline. Beautiful. The
Here comes
question,
here
mate. The
comes an
question: Are you
Aussie.
going to be at that one? Are you going to go to that one?
I'll be at that one. I think I'll be at that one.
Oh, well, you're going to finally grace us with your presence at an event. That's great.
Hey, mate, you've been all over the country, mate. Who's great?
Every time I get there, I go, "Oh, is Andrew here? Oh no, he had something on. He can't make it. Oh no, no."
Townsville. Where else have you been going? Gladstone. That's
Well,
one further
someone's
down.
got to go. Someone's got to go. You won't go, so I've got to pick up your slack. But anyway,
I've got to admit the invitations have dried up. That's the problem. There
well,
hasn't
I
been
have.
a
But
lot of
yeah,
invitations.
actually, mate, it might be a little bit cool. Are you going to bring out your little knee rug for Friday Night
Don't you
Lights?
start on knee
You'll
rugs, mate.
you'll sit you'll,
Please.
you'll be sitting up on the little balcony there at Bellet Juniors with your knee rug and your
There is
beer.
a bar
You
at
know,
Burley Juniors, by the way.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. You will have a knee rug with your little drink. You know,
Friday night, Wenny Park Dogs,
yeah, yeah.
bar, a bit of Oztag, mate. That's my
All
Friday
right,
night. I'm sweet.
righto. Well, we'll see what happens. Well, mate, let's get into what's coming up, eh?
Yeah. Well,
Upcoming events.
upcoming events, we've got the Pristine Showdown in Gladstone, mate. It's a Div 2 men's and ladies kickoff is on the Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Mate, these fields, I checked this RC research here. Their fields are a little south of Gladstone, mate, at Boyne. Is it Boyne Island? I think it's
Yeah, Tennant Sands Rugby League Club.
yeah, the home of the Tannum Sands Rugby League Club, mate. So
Yeah,
looks like a nice area. They've got a couple of creeks and a river running around it, not far from the ocean. So
mate,
nice,
I love going up.
nice little
Yeah, I
spot.
love going up there last time. It was great. I mean, look, they've embraced it up that end of town. There's a lot of events happening up there in sort of central and north Queensland. So it's I look forward to seeing what the results are here. A few teams travelling down from Rocky. I know all the Rocky refs have come down and they'll be refereeing at this one as well. So that'll be interesting to see how they go. But again, another great fundraiser for a local rugby league club, and that's what Challenger, was started for, was fundraiser for rugby league clubs, and here we are again. So hopefully the club will get some good dollars out of that. The canteen will be open and a few hot chips flowing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it looks like, as I say, it looks like a great spot. So good luck to them. And that's on the what did I say? That was on Sunday morning, 9 a.m. They kick off. Mate, the one that we spoke about a little bit last week was the Battle of Wide Bay, which is awesome at Harvey Bay. It's a Div 2 mixed series. This Tuesday, Sunday morning, kicking off at 10:30, and it's held at the Fraser Coast Sports Precinct. So Ryan up there again got this one, and this one's the culmination of a few different areas coming in the Wide Bay and working out who the best Challenger Series team is.
Yeah, Gympie, Harvey Bay, Bundaberg. That's
Yeah,
where the teams
nice.
are coming from. So Ryan and his team have done a great job up there, mate. They just really embrace Challenger. They can see, the benefits for them up there as well. A few more players that are coming, that sit outside the Oztag circles and they're just enjoying it. It's just a great social, on a Sunday, or on a Saturday. They've held a couple of names we've done on Friday nights, but they've really embraced it. So they're having a ball.
Yeah, and they've got a few coming from all the different areas. So, and I like the name of it. So it's Battle of the Wide Bay. So they're all from that area, which will make it interesting. So it's like a mini state cup going on up there at Wide Bay.
Yeah, yeah. No, they've done a great job.
Mate, is there any other series coming up that there's any spots open or anything that you know of?
Yeah, there's a few coming up, mate. There's always a couple of spots. Best thing I can say to you is just jump on to the Tag Series website. Log in, check out the events that are in there, and
Yeah.
just get involved because there's plenty more events coming up. We will have the final calendar sorted in probably 2 weeks' time for all the events. So if you are
Okay.
looking to get a start, definitely jump on there and check it out.
Yeah, perfect. All right, mate. Well, that's a fair bit of stuff that we've got through today, mate. How about next week? Similar stuff that we're going to go through. I'll see if you can come up with a team review that's better than the Flaming Flamingos because I like
Won't
that
be hard. Won't be hard,
one.
mate. Won't be hard.
Come on, mate.
Won't be
I
hard.
actually don't mind that one. I really
No,
like
it's
that.
good.
I like the logo. So first time I've gone not on performance. Did you not notice that?
Yeah, but you know what the performance is going to be like. Come on.
Mate, I'm telling you, there's going to be other teams there that are going to be just as good as that team.
All I'm hearing is blah, 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 mate. Look, whatever.
Righto, mate. That's a
All
wrap.
right,
I'll
unit.
see you next time.